So what I was trying to do there, or what I am trying to do, is get control of my heartbeat. Because I believe that, a lot of panic attacks, a lot of anxiety, or feeling overwhelmed, and losing control around that is centered around your heart. And you're losing control of your heart. Your heart starts racing. And that snowballs the anxiety. So what I've been trying to do is get control of the bodily functions that I can, that I believe are central to my anxiety or my loss of control of my emotions. And it's working. And I've been finding it hard to combine high intensity exercise like burpees with yoga because it gets your heart racing so fast, so quickly. And then when you try to practice yoga after your heart is racing and you try to confine your chest, it gets your heart racing. It snowballs it in the same way that an anxiety attack would. So what I was trying to do there with my breathing was to get my heart rate down and control it, and I got it a little bit. And this is kind of what it means to be a yogi, I guess. I always say I don't consider myself a yogi, and that's largely because my first yoga teachers didn't really approve of my cannabis smoking, and so anyways, I have an issue around that, but I am a yogi because what a yogi essentially does is you experiment with your body and with your body sensations and with the control you have over that. How else are you going to how else are you going to get off of anxiety medications? How else are you going to actually live a normal life if you don't get control of your bodily functions, of your heart rate, of your speech, of your thoughts? These are the roots, I believe these are the roots of anxiety disorders or whatever. Your heart rate, your thoughts, your breath, the way you speak to people. These are the roots of the things that we take medications for. So that's why, that's what a yogi is. Someone who sees the roots and they work at rewiring the root, I guess you could say. That's a good one for me because I'm always talking about my brain and rewiring neural pathways. So in a way, a yogi seeks to rewire his physiology or his nervous system or his body. I'm not sure. You're seeking to rewire that in order to achieve moksha or liberation or freedom. Because if you're not your body, because we really aren't our bodies, but you're always confined to chronic pain, to say you injure your knee and you can't walk and that makes you depressed, then you are your body because you're living out your body's manifestations. And yoga and magic and all these things seek to liberate you from this because you're not your body. And people think that's crazy because everybody lives attached to their bodies, and that's fine. But there's a better way. Yeah, everybody can achieve freedom, and a lot of people don't believe that. So anyways, I've contemplated it over and over again. What's the point in taking a pill if I'm constantly messing up even when I'm taking the pills? How many people take antidepressants and they just drink every day and they just get lost in their problems, and the antidepressants aren't actually helping them? It's fine if you take an antidepressant and you work on yourself every day, but a lot of people, me included, I used to just... So anyways, a lot of people just take drugs and they don't do anything. So, same with cannabis. Smoke weed all day, go ahead. You're not going to get anywhere. You smoke weed and exercise and do yoga, then you're probably going to get somewhere. Because then you're using cannabis as a tool, as a medicine. I am anyways. So, a lot of people just use things, and a lot of people, I think a lot of people feel entitled. They think, oh, I take this pill, and I should just feel good. And then they just act out their bad habits. It's fine. Everybody's doing that. I do that sometimes. Only sometimes. But yeah, a yogi seeks liberation. It's moksha. It's you're seeking to liberate yourself and maybe bring a couple people with you. It's quite interesting just reminiscing and analyzing yoga and what it is, and anyways. So if you want to be a crazy yogi yourself, you can try doing things like exercising, doing high intensity exercise, getting your heart rate up really high, really fast, and then trying to calm yourself down. If you have, do this at your own risk. I'm not a doctor. I'm not saying to do this if you have heart conditions or anything, but if you're completely healthy, most yogis are completely healthy, and they're people that, I think traditionally it was wealthy people and that did like occult work and stuff, because they had, what else are they going to do? They don't have to work, so what do So a lot of this stuff can be stressful if you let it be stressful. So I'm not advising you to do anything that might hurt you, but if you even want to do things like quit smoking cigarettes for a day or two and see what that does, see if you can handle that, make that your yoga practice. My first yoga teacher would always say that to me. I would complain to her about getting in arguments with people or whatever, and she'd be, well, how about if you make that your yoga practice, just compassionately responding to people? And I just, yeah, whatever. But now I'm kind of like, well, do I have a choice? If I want to get ahead in life, I kind of have to make that my yoga practice and improve. So, something to think about. And if you want to try being a yogi and you want some advice, just message me anytime or click the link in my bio for my free programs. Book a call with me, yoga has really empowered me. I want to say it's given me self-empowerment. So, if you're looking for that, you know what I mean? Just click the link in my bio, and if you're watching my content, thanks for checking me out. I hope you have a good night.